What is up, guys, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Anubis, and today we're going to play mini motorways. So currently it's about 100 degrees in my house. It really does feel like it, and I really cannot think to do anything but we'll play this little puzzle game. The goal for today is to get 1,000 traffic in a level. As you have completed all levels to the minimum standard, but I really want to achieve 1,000 in every level, so let's try Beijing in the first one. So, if you've never played Mini Motorways, it's a pretty simple puzzler game. You get buildings, which are like supermarkets, I guess, and then you also get houses. The houses want to go to the little supermarkets to collect the little markers whenever they appear. Your job is to basically connect all these houses to the corresponding colour of the market so they can do so. If at any point you get too many of these markers, you start getting a timer. If that timer expires, then you will lose the game. There's a new strategy I'm trying, which is to not try to interconnect every single road. I used to do that, but I think this strategy will probably work a little bit better. So what I'm going to try and do is create little bunches of houses that will go to certain businesses. In scenarios like this, I don't mind connecting them, but if I can, I'll try to not connect them. So for example, here I can have that, then that separates to businesses. So a small business like this, I believe, doesn't need any more than 2 houses. They can upgrade into skyscrapers, and then you're going to need extra things. That's annoying. I don't have enough roads to go all the way up, so for now, they're going to be connected as such. And if we go around again, there we go. We will take bridge. So now we have enough roads to make these guys go around. So we don't need that middle road. I will also have that road running parallel with this road. And then I'll do the same here. Have it run parallel with this road. I think that's it. We can save on some roads if we kind of cross like that. And yeah, it's pretty much the premise of the whole game. Trying to connect all these places together. The first part of the game is quite relaxing and peaceful. It's once you start getting over probably like 300 where it starts getting a bit crazy. And then once you've hit about 600 travels, it can get hectic at some levels. I think the highest I've ever got was just under 2,000 is my current high score. Yeah, I think it's just under 2,000 my current high score. If we actually go that way, that would be better for us. But if we can beat that, then that would be great. Currently trying to 100% this game, so I'm trying to get all the achievements for it. Let's go with another bridge. So we'll see if I can achieve that. That would be quite nice. There is a way you can actually improve your game. So what you can do is you can, I say improve, you can do these kind of markings which stops houses and buildings from spawning. So if you do markings like that, it stops any like business being spawned in there. So if you want to block parts of the map off, you can. Like a business will not spawn in there because it requires a 2x6 area. A house still will, but businesses won't. So that's one way people get around it. So for example, if they want houses on one side and businesses on another, that's the way they do it. Okay, here I'm going to do what I wanted to do, which is we're going to switch things around. So this house is going to connect up here, so that in case that becomes a skyscraper, and then this house is going to connect to them because these got 3 and these will have 3. And then I'm going to take the yellows. guess I can. I'll take the yellows up here. And I gotta wait for my roads to come back. And then I'm going to take the reds. And I'm gonna lead them through underneath. This way I can have 3 connected to the blue one, 3 connected to the red one up there, and then 3 connected to the red one down here. Eventually, the reason I'm collecting all so many bridges is I think because I'm going to need them. I might not end up having to. But, so, whenever building over water, you need a bridge. But a bridge, as long as it's on water, can be as long as you want, and that counts as one bridge. The only downside to bridges is you can't put a road into it. It's where it starts and where it ends is where it's going to go. That throws a bit of a kink into the works. We do have a motorway. So what we could do is we can connect you like so. And then the motorway here. There we go. So you get few tools at your disposal in this game. So you get obviously your road tiles, which let you build roads. You get roundabouts, which will put down roundabouts, which are slightly more efficient than junctions. And then you also get bridges, which obviously let you build bridges. You get tunnels, as on certain maps there is mountains, and you require those. And you also get motorways. So motorways are exactly what they sound like. The motorways, highways, they allow super fast traffic on them, but it's the same as the bridges. You can only have a start and an end. There is no like slip roads on and off. And the other thing about motorways is they jump across anything and everything, so they can be miles away. So here you just saw that this became, let's take a roundabout, this became a skyscraper now, so it requires more traffic. So what I will do is I will take one of these and then I'll connect them up there. That yellow needs to go up there now as well. That's annoying. How do we go around that? Actually, I'll tell you how we go around that. That one's over there. And then like that. Oh no, because the yellows can't connect because of the blues. But if we use a motorway, then the yellows can go. I don't have a bridge. Why you don't have a bridge? Yellows can go there, 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 there. And connect like so. Then the blues can go around. Oh goodness gracious. Can go around and connect like so. And then that leaves a gap for the yellows, which I can do roundabout there, there. The yellows can go there. I did a junction for the motorway there. Turn these around. Turn these around. And then there we go. That creates a nice neighborhood for them. The greens back to how I had them originally, but I'll take a bit more room there. There we go. And then I need the blues to go down there anyways. So there we go. Problem solved. Yeah, that works. The only one that the only overlapping networks are the yellows and the reds. And then if I get another motorway, I just separate them. Because then I can have the yellow running through the middle, and then have another motorway to reds leading down here, which will be alright. I probably should switch the ends around with the motorways, because that building requires more than the other one. Another red. Cool, so end of another week, we can take the second motorway and we can do what I said. So we have one leading straight there, and we have a road leading there, and then we can have a second motorway. So what we can do is we can divide these houses up again. These guys can have this motorway, and then these guys can bang on another one on there. And then these guys can have this motorway once that one disappears. Come on. Also, yeah, at the end of every week, you get a little reward for surviving a week, essentially. There we go. So there's another green. It's gotta be on that traffic. So what we can do is we can have greens enter from that side, and then we can have greens down here. That's emergency needed B. Now I'm running low on road tiles, so probably should look into improving my roads. There we go. I don't know if I can improve my roads anywhere else. That's kind of stuck being as it is. Yeah, I don't think I can really improve much road there. Yellow needs to go up there. I have the bridge for it, but I don't have the traffic. As in, I don't have the cars for it. What I will do is I'll separate these. I can be stuck there, doesn't really matter. Okay, so now we're going weak, so we're going to take the 30 tiles and then we're going to try to connect these guys up with our road. There we go. I can do that. Bit janky, but it'll do. This blue one has now transformed into a big one. I think 3 should be enough. But if it's not, we can try leaving something up there. It's going to be difficult because I got the blue houses over there. But we'll see what can happen. Whacking a roundabout here is probably beneficial. So if I put that road there, yeah, I think that probably helps out quite a bit. If we have these houses lead on a little bit further down. Just realised that that is not enough for the blue traffic. It's so hard because it's so packed together here. My first idea was have that because it's easier. I don't have any spare motorways. So I'll have to cut that motorway out, join these guys together, crossroads that, which I don't want to do, and then oh, that's not what I wanted to do. And then add a motorway from here to here, and then cut these guys off. I think that's the best solution. And also, if I cut these guys off and then put these guys on that road, and then I can do up and avoid that one, and then have that. And that means they get enough traffic for them to get to where they need to get. Oh, actually, I've just noticed. If I go down like that, that gives me enough room for that one to squeeze just past, and that one can go into there. I can build, oh, janky. I can build a big road right there, which then goes into the blue. A lot of red houses. We will take traffic lights. Traffic lights do kind of a similar thing as roundabouts, but they're not. I find them not as effective. Yellow doesn't need any more. Blue's fine because of the motorway. Oh, blue's fine, oh, blue's fine. Green's fine. That doesn't need to be a roundabout. Let's keep going. If I could... it's going to be a lot of traffic. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to keep it the way I have. I do have a roundabout, so that might speed up the traffic a little bit more. Greys don't need to be connected, red doesn't need to be connected, yellow doesn't need to be connected. I think I'm doing pretty well. We're getting up to 500 journeys, so that's pretty cool. Take a little sip on my drink. Okay, so we just had 2 grey businesses pop up. Let's connect these. So we'll take this traffic and have it wired up there. Actually, now that I got this one, this guy can go over here. So this there. Oh, actually, because there's a yeah, they can all go down here. And then these guys can connect. I can save a road. It's pretty good. We can whack another blue one to this one. Red doesn't need connecting. Coming up to Sunday, so we'll get another bonus for ourselves. We need blue over there, so okay, we've got another roundabout. That's pretty easy connection actually. We can whack the blues on here. If I connect this blue onto here, I think that's enough. And this blue onto here as well. I think that's enough traffic for them to get there. And we can just have that one be the blues there. So the 3 blues for that one, and then we got 4 blues for that one, which I think we're pretty good on that. You can also, the other thing you can see is when I go into this grid mode, you can see the grid's got a bit bigger since what we built on. That's because the game actually expands the level as you get on. So we can save a road there actually, and we can save a road there. We can't save any roads there. Ooh, maybe. Yeah, we can save a road there. So the level expands and gets quite a bit larger as you keep going. So we've got 44 roads. We got houses here in case we want to connect them up to that blue. I think we're okay for now. We need another grey. We did have a grey pop up here, so we can just have him feed that one. Won't be enough, but we got another grey spawn right here, so that's pretty alright. That's the only overlap we have. Looks like the blues are maybe starting to struggle a little. So what I will do, that's become a super yellow now, so we're going to definitely struggle with that, but it can, another bridge, we can connect it up with this yellow. Actually, if I connect it up with this yellow, so what we'll do is we do 2 for that one, and we do 2 for that one. We do a simple crossover junction with some lights on it, and then get rid of that bridge, and then go straight into there. Gives us way more traffic to play around with. That yellow can't physically get in there, unfortunately. We can travel through there to get to there. I don't like that, but not much I can do about it. That blues are keeping up, that blue's keeping up. The reds are struggling a little. Got another motorway, okay, so we got another motorway. So how can we use this motorway? We can use that there, that there. Should we use another way? I think we should need to use another motorway for the reds again. So we'll do... Come on. It's not going to let me connect. So we do motorway there. Then these guys can be They're an independent little motorway. So that way they can pop straight into there. And we can switch them out as need be. There we go. If I keep that row there, there we go, I can get rid of that. So now all of those are separated. It should be pretty easy. Again, not the best outcome, but now what we can do is we can have all these yellows on one road, and then we can have turn the greens inwards, and then we can have all these yellows connect to there. There we go. And then that they have a network of their own. The greys have a network of their own. It's all going pretty well. With the blues, they are struggling. They are definitely struggling. I don't have enough tiles to make a big road, but I can switch these out a little so they have slightly more. Because one big way you can tell if a business is doesn't have enough houses going to it is it's running out of cars. So you can see that in that network there won't be many cars in the houses. So that's how you know. I think we actually, well, because I want as minimum traffic on that as possible. We got another motorway. So what we will actually do is we'll construct a little yellow, not yellow, our little blue neighborhood, and then we'll use a motorway to jack it directly into our system. Oh yeah, and then we'll have to go under, then that can connect directly in there as well. Actually, we won't need that motorway. So having that one motorway will be enough to supply the whole thing. That means with these blues we're going to do something as well. So there's a red business here, which is fine. We can connect red to it, and it's got more than enough houses to support that. Grey's going there as well. With the yellows, there's so much traffic here. I will convert that into a roundabout because it will be quicker. Doesn't kind of have easy roads. Yeah, another business for the yellows, which is not great when it comes to placement. Blues are now going off. It will take a bit of time for it to kind of level off, but it's more than enough for the blues. These blues are fine, and these blues could use another car in their network. So let's do that. These blues don't really serve much of a purpose right now. The yellows are fine, the blues are recovering. I mean, they're slowly getting there. They're getting there, for sure. There we go, they're slowly catching up with themselves. Greens. That's what I need. I need a lot of greens. Yellows down here. No, it's not great. Okay, greys are going to need a lot more traffic. I think there should be enough. Oh, we've reached 1,200. I didn't even notice. But we've definitely beaten our old score of like 900 odd. So that's pretty good. Let's see how far we can keep this going. Grey houses need to be attached there. So the reds are doing fine. These reds are doing fine. The blues are now doing fine as well. The greys might struggle a little, but we'll be fine. Greenhouse going up to there. Realistically, I want another highway, which I do have. And let's wire up the highway. See, I don't know why I want the highway just yet, so we'll keep that off the grid for now. Actually, what I will do is have the house there, and then we'll flip these the other way around. That one can go that way as well, and then we'll have it like that. And that gives me a bit more room to work with. The reds are kind of starting to struggle now. The greys are still doing fine. whack a little red onto here just for help. Yeah, that red area is definitely starting to struggle. Can minimize the amount of roads or intersections there is, like that. So hopefully that should improve traffic a little bit. If I can't whack a roundabout there, but I can do traffic lights, which should improve it slightly. What else am I struggling with? The greys are actually struggling. Interesting. Take them around about. Why are the greys struggling? That yellow should not be on that road. There should be no yellows on that road at all. So don't allow the yellows. The greys really shouldn't be struggling, but somehow they are. I got more than enough greys attached to this. Reds are struggling, which is kind of expected. Oh, there's not really much I can do about it though, unfortunately. I can do a last ditch attempt and we can have a motorway. Come straight there. Maybe a few reds can save us. The grey should really not be struggling so much. Why are the grey struggling so much? Oh, I know why they... Wait, is that why? No. Yeah, they shouldn't be going anywhere else. That's where the greys should be. Oh, and they're stuck in traffic, and the greys have lost us the game. Weirdly enough, I thought the greys would have done perfectly fine, but they did not. Well, that's what we got. A total score of 1,788. Yeah, which puts us in the top 25%. One of my highest scores, which is pretty good. My highest score being Los Angeles at 1918, which only really puts me in the top 30. So Beijing, currently my highest percentage. Pretty alright. So I hope you guys enjoy that video. I'll stay here baking, and I hope you guys have a lovely day and a lovely week.